As I explained earlier, normally in hot stocks we've been picking stocks and we've been putting them into the hot stocks portfolio, which is located at gt247.com. But I was reminded by the guys there that a lot of what people do on those platforms is trading macro trends, trading global markets, and trading commodities. So I was keen to get Viv on and talk about this. Viv, of the stuff we've been talking about today, I'm getting a strong feeling you're leaning towards platinum, not gold. And within the platinum environment, you're particularly keen on this new ABSA-backed exchange-traded fund, the platinum one. Just give us the selling pitch in a nutshell.
Okay, as I mentioned, strike action, electricity, possible outages are going to be both positive for the platinum price and negative for the rand, which overall is very positive for this ETF. If these things events do not occur, then of course the rest of your portfolio would perform reasonably well. But should they occur, you'd find that this particular ETF would perform really well when the rest of your portfolio is falling down. It's a great hedge to have for the next 3 or 4 months while we go through this uncertain period of possible strike action and possible outages.
Excellent. Now, just to be clear, this new thing that ABSA brought out was almost overnight a big success, not necessarily in terms of what it's done price-wise in the market, but in terms of the actual number of issuances and the kind of take-up in the market. So what is your sense of who's been buying these things since they got launched so recently?
I would suspect a lot of institutions have got into them. It's a great thing to have, like I mentioned, to give you a nice hedge for your portfolio, because it adds a bit of performance, but it also reduces the risk dramatically by having it in there.
So exactly the same conversation we've been having here has been happening in institutional asset management morning meetings, and they've decided we want the exposure, but we don't want the specific mine story. So they've been going to ABSA and saying, listen, right, thank you very much. We'll have 100 million rands worth of those things. Those are being issued and booked over in the market. And the opportunity now is for retail investors to do the same thing. That's a JSE listed instrument. And in our hot stocks portfolio at gt247.com, they've created a CFD on that thing. So I guess that's what we're going to be buying. I guess the final issue is scale and duration. I mean, I quite like your sort of story about how there may be production-related problems. So I don't have to buy the whole gold bug theory about the end of the world. I can buy that story, so that's what I think we should do. But a fairly modest position, and then what sort of time frame? Sort of 3 months, see how it goes?
Yes, 3 months. I mean, by the time we get about 3 or 4 months from now, we should have an idea that we will be past winter. Electricity outages may not be an issue, and hopefully the strike action doesn't occur this year like it did last year.
And I guess we have to look at take profit and stop loss levels because, as you pointed out many times already, there's also the rand issue. So if we see the rand going firmer, that could potentially be something to get us out of the trade. Conversely, I guess it could be also something that works in our favor.
That's true.
Viv, excellent. Thank you. That's been most illuminating. We managed to get some consensus in the end as well. That's excellent.